So let's debate what this is all about 3 days out, okay? Is this just about, Trump wanting to make sure these moderators do what they can to kiss the Trump rump? Let's see. Republican Jeremy Hunt, chairman of Veterans on Duty and a former U.S. Army intel officer, joins us, and NewsNation correspondent at large, Geraldo Rivera. It's good to have you both, Jeremy, and Geraldo, as always.
Great to be on with
Jeremy,
you.
First, do you agree with me that the former president is not looking for an exit from this debate?
No, I mean, I think this debate is a gift to President Trump. I mean, to have President Biden, who can barely string together a sentence these days, to have him on stage and to be able to actually engage on issues and actually hold him to account on President Biden's disastrous record over these last 4 years, I think President Trump is looking forward to this opportunity, if anything.
Senor Guapo, what do you think lies behind having the spokesperson go on CNN and attack?
I think that first of all, pleasure to be on with you and with Jeremy, who served. Thank you for your service. I was at Fox in August of 2015 when Megyn Kelly asked Donald Trump about his misogyny and Rosie O'Donnell, and she won that debate by far, Megyn Kelly. So she was definitely, the star of that show, even though it was the anticipation of seeing Donald Trump that propelled that particular broadcast to the highest highest cable rating in the history of cable ratings. Jump cut. So that's August 2015. January 2016, the Republican Iowa candidates debate. Trump says, I'm not going to play. Megyn Kelly was going to be the moderator of that, too. He says, I'm not going to play. People wouldn't believe. They said, of course, he'd seized the opportunity. How could he miss it? So crucial and all the rest of it. He said, see ya. So they went with Megyn Kelly. They did, I think, a 24 rating. Without Trump, they did like a 12, 13 rating. So that's the reality of it. If Trump pulls the plug, this whole hyped and simulcast and all the networks and all the rest would be an explosion, and his core audience would not blame him for it, because he'd say that, look how unfair Jake Tapper is. All you have to do, as the lady said, is Google Tapper and Trump. How many times did he call Trump a liar? And all the rest of it.
That doesn't make Jake Tapper special.
I think that there is a real danger. I don't think
it doesn't make him special.
Well,
Jeremy, come on. You know Tapper's not your problem, right? You know that it could be anybody in that seat, and Trump would have the same problem. Am I right or no?
Yeah, but look, I mean, I think what you see here is you had President Biden, who basically got to write the terms of the debate himself. He said, no audience. We're going to do it kind of in this very kind of quiet, silent studio. I'll pick the moderators. I'll pick which networks it's on. And look, and President Trump still said, I'll be there. I'm willing to step in. I'm willing to debate. I'm willing to have this discussion. I think that's a win for President Trump. I think, and especially
if he shows up,
you've got to be willing to go and engage with people.
Listen, I'm 100% with you. That's why I don't like that the former president hasn't come on NewsNation yet. I don't get it. This is the audience that you need. You need people who do not cling to party affiliation. Now, you also need the CNN audience.
I agree.
Fair point, right? I mean, you can't just win with the base. And the CNN audience is not your base. So Trump's got a show, doesn't he, Jeremy?
I think so. I mean, but you've seen this from him. I mean, you've seen the rally he did in New York. I mean, these are places that are not usually very friendly for Republican candidates. But he's willing to go to places that are normally forgotten about, places that don't get a lot of attention. And I think that honestly is going to be the key in this election. President Biden, you get a man who stumbles, he slurs, he's made a fool of himself on the world stage. We want to have a good discussion, and that's what I'm looking forward to on Thursday.
I think the mistake you guys made is you set too low a bar for Biden again. I know it feels good to make fun of him, and I know it works well with the crowds.
I do agree.
But you set a low bar, my friend, and you never do that to an opponent. You never do it. You always build them up all the way until the fight starts. But I digress. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of News Nation's fact-driven coverage.